Good evening. Hi. I'm going to call the meeting to order.
Commissioner Alexander, Commissioner Meyer,
Here.
Commissioner Riordan,
Here.
Commissioner Oleta Reed, Vice Chair LaBeouf, and Chair Costello.
Here, thank you. All right. We have people here. Thank you all for coming. First, we hope you've had a chance to review the minutes. Oh, good. Commissioner Oleta Reed is here. Jennifer. Thank you. You've had a chance to review the minutes from last month. Are there any changes? I don't see any. I have a motion to approve the meetings minutes from last month. I so move. Second. Thank you. All in favor? Aye. Aye. All right. If there are any items that arose after the 24-hour posting deadline, this is the point in the meeting where the vote may be taken to add the item to the agenda. Is there any item to add to our agenda? No. So time for public comment for anything that is not on the agenda. Is there any public comment in the dais? Please state your name for the record and
good evening, commissioners. My name is Diane Nielsen, and as a citizen of Seaside, I'm on a committee to ban all fireworks in the city of Seaside. And that includes, of course, the Safe and Sane, because the other ones are already banned. And it's coming up on the November ballot to vote yes or no. And I'm urging people to vote yes for the environment, for safety, for pets, people, and vets. Thank you.
thank you. Is there any other public comment? And is there any public comment online on Zoom? Thank you. So on to business. So this is our chance, this is 5A, to review the Neighborhood Improvement Commission annual work plan for the fiscal year 24-25, to make a final recommendation to City Council on October 3rd. And we have several new presentations from other commissions, so I'm not sure how we're presenting those. Do you have some? We have quite a few. This is great. We can, but I'll let them. Okay, give us a hint in case.
Madam Chair, I would suggest that you've had a chance to already review each project proposal. So if you have any questions, of any of the commissions, this would be a good time to.
So that's perfect. So I will start with questions. There's a comment, and that is proposal 1 for Capra Park. So as a result of the vandalism there, we already allotted or put on the list $25,000 for upgrading and doing whatever we could to Capra Park. So what we have here is more explicit, but I'm sure that amount of money would cover it. They didn't have costs there, but it's an ask for a barbecue area because people who attend the park take their barbecues in and out. So two to three permanent barbecues, picnic tables, seating benches, and a pergola for shade, and some DG surfaces. So I was informed that this park, that Capra Park, had not had as much attention as some of the other parks, and that this would be a good time after the vandalism to put something in. So I think we already have some funding allotted for Capra Park. Does anyone want some first staff and then commissioners, and then I'll ask for public comment about but it's wonderful to have this list, because we just said throw money at it and didn't exemplify it. Any other questions about the homeless commission? We know about that. Oh, I had another comment about the art and history project. Also on our list was this space for a mural. This was the second one, so this is a double up. The proposal was the two murals in Old Meyer Center, and they're already ones that were approved by the committee. So that one is also on our list already. And anything else that comes to you? Any other comments on the different projects or questions? Commissioners? Thank you, Ray.
Chairperson, did we or did we not already vote on the homeless presentation of the showers?
We did. We also then asked to put money directly to that commission, and we were asked to take a different tack. So Adolfo, would you like to add to that? Sorry.
So yes, at the September 12th commission meeting, all commissions were invited to submit project proposals. So it is up for consideration one more time.
So I'm just trying to learn something. So you get to keep coming back to the well as many times as you want.
I think that was really thoroughly explained at the last meeting, or at least presented by our city manager, who wanted to make sure that the other commissions had a part in it.
All right.
Okay.
I think that's covered. Yeah.
Okay, so I wasn't at the last meeting. I thought it was approved, so it didn't pass? It was, and then we did it again because we didn't have a quorum.
No, it was because the homeless commission had a quorum here at the meeting, which is was not okay under the Brown Act.
Oh, thank you.
So we had to redo it, and it was not passed at that time. So yes, we're looking at it again. The other one, the new play structure at Lincoln Cunningham Park, we haven't heard about before, so it would be great to have a presentation on that one. And the one I don't see here is the adult recreation. Am I miss?
The fitness?
The fitness, adult fitness, it's on the list, but I'm sorry, I have a lot of papers in front of me.
It's just all text.
There it is, yeah.
There were some pictures, but they're not on there for some reason.
Okay. Yep,
So Madam Chair, as you can see up on the screen, we have all of the proposals that came in.
so any questions, commissioners, first on all of those, and then we'll ask for maybe a quick presentation on Lincoln Cunningham Park. Excuse me?
So we're getting a presentation on Lincoln Cunningham.
And then from FOSPA for the water bottle refill, I guess, and we already have bike racks, so we don't need to discuss that again. I don't think we have. So it's picnic areas at Coutinho Park. And okay, number 2, the improve the linear park along General Jim Moore Boulevard. We've already dismissed that one, and the water bottle fountains can be revisited, but we were told that that was out of our reach. So that's where we are. I thought it was out, but we have a different, we have new, maybe we have new direction. We can certainly put it on the list again and see if it's possible. Do you have any advice for us here? Because I'm in,
Yes, if you could please get your microphones closer, that would be good. So I would recommend or suggest that you go item by item and then determine, if you have any questions, ask those questions of the representative of that commission. And then that should assist you in making your decision or determination.
all right.
Let's go line by line, item by item, John.
Mobile shower. Any questions?
No.
Art and history, Oldemeyer. We've already put that on the list.
No.
So that's not
So I have a question on that.
on that.
So that picture is what they're proposing, or are they proposing something else that looks similar to that? Oh, here it is.
You have a,
Is what they're proposing something that looks similar to this in the picture?
Mhm.
Oh, it's something else? What is it? Oh, yes.
Hello, Keon Higgins, Staff Liaison, Art and History Commission. That is just a piece of art that's just there. It's been there for a number of years. So we couldn't remove it. So that's the space it's going to be at.
Oh,
So you'd have to imagine within that red box, that's going to be a mural. What that would be related to recreational Oldemeyer of some sort.
Okay, so it's not this.
No, that's just a piece of art that was donated to the city
Okay,
a number of years back.
okay. So do you have any plans to
we do
have
actually.
a
That's what I mentioned
Oh.
about the committee that met,
Correct. Subcommittee. Yeah.
chose two because they couldn't decide.
Oh,
So
it
there are
is.
two murals, already a given thing. It will be much simpler to go ahead with the two murals
Yeah.
because they were already chosen.
We had two top finalists. And so with those, we really like these, but there wasn't money allocated for another one. But through this proposal, that money will be allocated.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joan.
You
Is
bet.
that the same?
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
This-
Yeah,
so that one's the same. So
Okay.
that's the first one. While you're here,
sure.
can I ask about on the other mural at the
Correct.
preschool?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask too.
Good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Or just background on it, or
What is it?
where it
Yes,
would be.
What's it gonna be?
Inside, outside.
it'll be outside. I believe the picture's on the back. Yeah. Right?
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
You
This?
see that red box?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be where the mural would go for the outside.
Picture.
Really? Oh,
No, it's just the basket.
see, that's the picture. Yeah,
The basket.
with the red box.
It'll be where the red box.
Oh, yeah, but I
Yeah.
thought there was gonna be a picture.
No, there has to be
Oh,
that one we don't have.
okay.
Correct, yeah. So there's currently a mural on the ground that's fairly old. Kids walk on it and stuff. And so we, from direction from the council and leadership, they want to replace that. But talking with the preschool staff and also with our rec director, it seemed like it'd be better to be on the wall so you could see it as opposed to the ground. So that's what we're requesting, to put a bid out and do the whole RFP process for that project.
Thank you.
Oh.
Okay.
Can I ask another
Yeah.
question? So is it gonna be this mural that's gonna be placed on the wall?
A similar globe mural,
Oh, okay.
yes,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Thanks. Perfect. All right. Parks and Rec is the next. Water fountain refill stations. Can we get some information on that? Because we haven't been able to pull that off in the past.
Thank you again. Good evening, Commissioners. Diane Nielsen, Parks and Rec, Vice Chair, Bobby Maxwell, Chair. First of all, I want to thank you for everything you've done for us before. I know this has become a really strange process this past year, and it looks like things are starting to shape up though, which is good. Thank you for your patience. The two multi-purpose water fountain refill stations would need to be placed in parks that have water pipes in the ground, and there are water pipes in different parks in the ground that the Public Works Department would have to determine which two of those parks would be appropriate for that.
Okay, so that was the only hangup. We asked for specific parks and that didn't,
Yeah.
okay.
So is that all you wanted on that? Or do you have another question?
Shonda first and then Tiffany.
So the parks that aren't designated yet, you just the specific parks aren't designated that have the pipes yet? Or there's.
I doubt that they'll be getting them anytime soon, but there are parks that already have like a spigot
Right,
to hook up a hose to or something. So we would choose, the Public Works would, if this is approved, the Public Works would choose the appropriate terrain and the appropriate ones that have that access to the water.
so,
And-
okay,
Go ahead.
go on.
Did you get the pictures? Because there are supposed to be pictures attached to this. Nothing, huh?
I don't mind that.
Oh, Bobby has the
Are
pic.
these the pictures?
Nope. But you could pass, do you mind passing that around so they can see the water fountain?
And we're familiar with those.
It's there. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. And that's fine. It'll be a Public Works decision.
Okay.
Perfect.
Is that the,
And while parks are here, we need to know all about the adult fitness course.
okay.
Oh, I had a question. Oh, you have a question first?
About
Yeah.
the water fountain, if I might.
Mhm.
We had that note that said that Ms. Patel had informed us that the water fountain bottle refills were not feasible due to the complication of diverting the water runoff. When you were talking about the topography, were you talking about that?
Yes,
Okay,
Yes.
so you're saying that they will figure that out.
they
So
would
they
figure
would
that
be able
out.
to, they would be able to put the fountain in there. Despite what she says here, they will be able to figure that out.
That would be, yeah,
That. 'cause
Public
that's all
Works
I'm
can
saying.
figure anything
I
out.
mean, we have this, that they're saying that they can't do it. It's not feasible. And you're saying it is feasible. So that's what I'm,
Well, first of all, it's a good question. I'm not an expert, but I know our Public Works Department could find those parks that have areas where this, it could drain into the gutter or whatever it needs to drain into, but I couldn't.
Um,
I drain into the pollinator garden.
I don't think we need to decide that. I think Public Works will decide if it's feasible or not. So
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
think.
I wouldn't be able to.
Feasibility, I don't think is up to us right now. I know that Ms. Patel said it wasn't,
It's only for
Um,
this part, it seems.
but that was the particular parks because there was both tap water or, city water and there was a tank for watering plants. There was some confusion and it was the particular parks that we chose. So Public Works will take care of it. If they say no, it doesn't happen.
Right.
okay, I understand that, but I was only asking because we have to vote on it.
Yeah.
And that's the
And
only
get all
reason
the
why I'm
information, for
asking
sure.
about feasibility.
But I think that's the bottom line is that it wasn't in the parks that we chose. Maybe it will be
Okay.
in parks that Public Works chooses. Do you have an addition? I think you have a great addition there that you have some knowledge.
That specific comment regarding the runoff was made by a different commission. But that's for a different park. So yes, Public Works would evaluate the location and consider it where it is feasible. May not be able to be done at every single park, but look at the terrain, look at the conditions, and then determine whether or not it could be.
Great.
Yes,
Thank you.
Very much.
Can I just ask?
Okay.
My question is, and I worry about this, is the conditions of the pipes. Have they been tested? Are they 60 years old, like in Flint Town? Do we get things brought up to we're approving the money. And so, do we do that kind of stuff or do we just hook it up to the spigot and we go for broke?
I think we can trust Public Works to be
Well,
testing
that's
water.
what they did in
because
Flint. They trusted it like for many, many years and
we're-
well, look what happened. I'm just
Okay.
a test.
Okay, I do. Can you please help us out here? Because I know you know the answer there. Thank you.
Good evening, Commission. Dan Neal's Recreation Director, and I'm overseeing Public Works currently. To answer that question, we do have a couple of these bottle filling stations in parks already. So what we will need to do is we'll need to put them in a park that currently already has a water fountain. Some of them have been turned off. When they go put it in, they will do the necessary upgrades, piping and anything that is needed to make sure that they're operational.
Thank you. It's the assurance that we needed. Yep, good. Can we move on to, do you have another question for that, or can we move on to the adult fitness? Or do you have?
No, we can move on to the adult fitness.
Oh, thank you.
Go ahead.
So, can you explain what the course is like? And I see it there,
Well, that's just an example
right?
of one option. And as far as the location of what park to locate the fitness equipment in, that would also be up to the discretion of the city council and also at the direction of the Public Works Department. So our idea was to put Lincoln Cunningham on the top of the priority list, since that is where the trail network is beginning the work on that. But if it's not feasible with what the design is over there, that can be put wherever and located wherever that the city council and also the Public Works Department deems appropriate. But our whole goal really is to get the money allocated to purchase the equipment and have the funds available for that project when it is figured out where to.
And then figure out
Exactly,
with staff where it
exactly.
goes. Okay. Any questions about the adult fitness?
I have a question.
Okay.
When he said that was where the trail began, are you talking about Fort Track?
No,
No.
no, it's the trail system through Havana Solis, Lincoln Cunningham, and to Manzanita. Lincoln Cunningham is the beginning phase of that project.
Okay.
So in our opinion, that was the best location.
And there's room for it there. in
That's a
Lincoln
big
Cunningham?
park.
Okay.
It's one of the biggest parks.
Okay. Okay, good.
It would be beautiful.
I
Do
don't
you
know
have
if
an-
I've been up to Lincoln Cunningham, so I didn't know.
It's more of a
Cool.
path than a
Please.
trail.
Hmm?
It's more of a path than a trail.
Yeah.
Cement, right?
Just get a little bit more background on this. So we are actually getting ready to start construction next week on the trail that is going in through that park. So there's a multi-use path that will go all the way around through. The city council adopted or approved a conceptual plan for the park last year. And within that conceptual plan, it already laid out a specific location for a fitness facility. So we already have the concept for that. And now these does present a unique opportunity because they're already going to do construction on the trail. We can kind of go in and backfill potentially and do this while they're doing that. And we wouldn't have to start a new project after the fact. So I just want to make sure that the chairs did a great job laying the foundation for that, but that was another little piece that we had that opportunity.
That's wonderful. Thank you. Any other questions about that? Let's move on to Sustainable Seaside. So they were specific about a water refill in Capra Park. And that one, I think, is taken care of in the other. I don't think we need to go for more, but we certainly can. That one is specific. And if it doesn't work in that park, then it just won't be approved. The next part, linear park improvements along General Jim Moore with 3 picnic areas. Oh, wait, that's a separate one. We've talked about improvements along General Jim Moore before, and it was very expensive. And we didn't get anywhere on it. So do we want to just drop that from consideration, or is there something new that we should hear to consider that? Is there someone from Sustainable Seaside? Okay, I'm not sure that we should recommend that again. It's a, we'll revisit that, but
Maybe next year.
yeah, maybe it's a big outlay, so yeah. And then 3 picnic areas at Cutino Park.
That's in addition to the ones we've already, they already put in.
Yeah. So I'm, again, we might need more information there. And then installing bicycle racks, that's a big one. And, we already allotted how many? 3 new bike racks. If I rode around to every park looking at bike racks, and that would be, we could, after doing that ride, I would seriously up that number, but 3 to start would be great. There aren't enough bike racks anywhere. And FOSPA, the play structure at Lincoln Cunningham, that's in addition to the adult fitness. And that's laid out. There's lots of room there. That's on the master plan. That would be a great thing. We don't have a cost estimate. But, I imagine it's like the other play structure improvements a lot. And we can maybe we can get an estimate. Maybe you and I can work on an estimate before we present it. And the other one, the barbecue area at Capra Park. So we already talked about Capra Park. If you noticed, there was 25,000 for Capra Park that we put on at the last meeting. And now we have some specifics for it. So I don't think we have any in public comment, or do you want to give information on that? On the barbecue? Yes, please.
I would love to.
Yeah. Thanks. Sorry, I'm trying to.
That's all right. Hi there, neighbors. I'm Emily Howard from Friends of Seaside Parks Association. I would love to comment on both of
Okay,
these,
great.
if that's okay.
Yep.
We can start here since this is what we're on. In general, what I want to say, I was very thrilled to hear that you've already put $25,000 towards this park. This recent incident has been kind of a really negative thing, and we're really hoping to flip that and move towards restorative justice. I think it has, while we don't condone what happened, it has opened up conversations with longtime park patrons who have not had a voice in what happens in this park and feel like they've been passed over and passed over and passed over. So $25,000 is great, but we would love to see more. And if that's a possibility, I've learned over my 10 years with FOSFA that things cost so much money that $25,000 really doesn't go very far. So I would love to see a whole new area. And there's a master plan for Capra Park that got finalized in 2020. And so since the community garden has gone in, there's a little bit of a shift of where we want things to go in that park. And we would love to have as many stakeholders in on this conversation, but I think that we could do more. And I think if the commission has more, we would love to see that more goes there, and knowing how much things cost, if there's any sort of groundwork needing or any sort of ADA, any of that, it's going to cost 4 times what, $25,000.
Yeah.
And
Do you
that's
have an
just the
idea of
start.
the barbecue cost?
I don't know. I think they're like $2,000 or $3,000.
The barbecues are not much, but maybe 5,000
See,
for the barbecue.
again, I don't know. $5,000 according to Dan.
Putting them in.
Yes.
and all.
Yes.
Okay.
And knowing that if we need access to that barbecue area, the master plan has area that's on the other side of the basketball court. That's have ADA accessibility. And that could allow folks to come into this new area and the community garden. That's all ADA accessible. That might cost more than what you have your hands on right now, but we would love to see a little bit more than $25,000 go towards that and get some good progress towards moving towards what's in that master plan at Capra Park. So we
Excellent.
would
Thank
love
you
to see
for
that. Absolutely. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Any other questions on that, or can I? Yeah.
I have a question. The concrete area that's currently there right now. Then you have DG surface. I'm confused.
Yeah. So I had some photos that I don't think got included, but the area that we were talking about, the tot lot being, we're thinking of, since the community garden has gone in, and what that space originally was on the master plan was a community area with pergolas and picnic tables and barbecues. There we go.
We do have.
So where those swing sets are that were going to be the tot lot, we're thinking maybe playground is just up on top. And then this whole area, that the community area gets shifted to where the tot lot is. I don't know if that makes sense. I think you've seen the master plan, Ramona, for sure. And so there's a bunch of sand there. And I'm picturing similar to like what just went in at Havana Solis Park. I think that was, I don't know,
I
$50,000,
think so.
$100,000. The new upgrade to Havana Solis with the picnic tables and the barbecues and the DG. Oh, actually, they did put gravel in. That's right, not DG. Anyway, thinking that might need some more work, because that one little space where the picnic table is right now is pretty small and it's kind of janky. It needs some love there for sure. So I would love to see like a full redo of that area, and it might require that there is, some terracing, like, because it slopes down a little bit. So that's what I'm saying. It's going to need some engineering work, and that's, as we know, gets very expensive. So I would love to see more than $25,000 go towards Capra. Please.
Thank you, Emily.
Of course. Yeah. Lincoln Cunningham?
Just showing her where
Oh,
Capra
yeah.
is.
There's a couple benches that have been there for many, many, many years, and through listening to what locals are saying, these other parks are getting these nice new benches, and here we are with our crummy old bench, So let's I hope we're listening to our neighbors, people using the parks.
It's a beautiful location.
It's gorgeous.
View-wise, it's
Yes.
gorgeous, and the park is not gorgeous. I mean, the
I know.
garden is, but
It needs some attention. Yeah. Some funding.
thank you so
Of
much.
course. I would love to talk about Lincoln Cunningham. That's the second
Yep.
project that
Yes.
FOSFA would like to encourage. And I know that Lincoln Cunningham is a bit up in the air. We're working on master plans and concept plans, and the pathways are just about to get started. But I don't know how the funding is working for any of that. And so last year, 2023, the play structure that was in that park got removed for safety concerns. It was old. And so the park stewards of Lincoln Cunningham are really hoping, and FOSS was encouraging, that some funding go towards that to, replace that play structure that's not there. Again, play structures are expensive, and it's going to need access to that play structure, but if we're going to have these brand new beautiful pathways, maybe it won't be as daunting of a project to have access to a play structure right off of that path. Does that make sense? Since the paths are going in already, that's funded.
Okay.
So on the other side of the basketball court.
About the picnic areas at Cutino?
That's not us. That's not
That's
FOSPA.
not us, but
That is Sustainable
but
Seaside.
I was wondering if you knew something about it.
I mean, I know stuff about some of the other things they mentioned, but not the Cutino Park.
And I
one.
haven't been there either, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
sure.
Yes.
The play structure
That's
that's in the
the
picture, that's the old.
old one.
basketball
It's not there anymore. Yeah, but we would like to see another one come in. Mhm.
Think that's any other questions?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Brought us pictures of like things that we play structures. Can we hear you? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, Diane. I think when they were removing it, I think Nisha brought us like photos of like what they wanted to put in when they removed it last year. That things didn't work out, but I think we saw some replacement play structures.
Yeah, they're on record there.
Yeah,
Okay,
You're
so
right.
there's probably already a
It's
cost
all-
estimate, I'm
it's-
sure.
It's pretty much ready to go.
yeah,
Just,
pick them. Yeah, well, if we should approve it, yeah.
All right,
okay,
thank you all.
thank you. Okay. Discussion, questions?
I do.
Yep,
And
go ahead.
We're going to discuss.
We're going to discuss a little bit, then have public comment, and then see if there's public comment on Zoom.
So just so I, understand, this is what we're gonna be, this is what we're talking about today, right
These-
here, this on this page only.
These are the additions to consider. Our other
Okay.
plan is right here. What we've already,
That's what
looked
we've
at.
already decided on. Where
Yeah.
was that?
No, we didn't vote on it,
Oh,
but we did list all these and decide on them. This is on this page.
oh,
And then this
sorry.
page are the additions, some of which are already on there, which we've just discussed and crossed them out.
okay, yeah, so that's confusing to me because, so these are what we've already said we were gonna do. That adds up to 243. And so then we have 142 left over, or
Yes,
142 left over. And then that's what these are for, is that 142.
yep. And we're over with the adult fitness for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And so that might be an easy one to maybe start on and then commit more to next year. Do you have I see you, no, okay. So that's definitely a question. We also don't have cost estimates for the two play structures.
But on this list, it says electronic sign at Oldemeyer, 70,000. And didn't we eliminate that?
Right, we sure didn't
So-
want to do that.
If we add that back to the 142,
Yep.
we might have enough for the things that are on the list for today,
Mhm.
right?
Right,
Yep,
So we'll cross that out and add 70
add
to that.
70 to it.
Madam Chair,
yes, please.
just a reminder, it was the sign at General Jim Moore Boulevard.
That
The
was
gateway
removed.
sign that was eliminated.
Oh, it
Not-
wasn't the electronic
it-
sign,
it
it was on
wasn't the-
Oldemeyer?
We left it on
we-
without
we-
any enthusiasm.
Yeah, I think
I think that was,
because we knew that it wasn't gonna be approved. It wasn't gonna be approved, the Oldemeyer sign.
but we did not reject it at the last meeting because we went off on a different tangent.
Yeah.
So we did list it. But don't think there was any enthusiasm for it.
Yeah.
at this-
We had that one person that came and said she did want the sign, but
Yeah.
that was it.
Yeah, I don't think it was gonna be approved by the city council.
Right. I think that's what we talked about.
Right.
Yeah.
That
So-
was discussed.
Can we eliminate that?
That's,
We can do what we want right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not gonna be. approved.
And we certainly can take that off. I've been trying to for a couple years now. Sorry.
So let's,
Little
so,
editorial comment.
So that brings us to 313. Oh,
so let's
88.
No.
subtract 70 from the 243, add it into the 142.
Oh, I did the wrong math.
Yes, you did.
Thank you.
Math teacher's not going to say anything.
2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2,
Okay.
2, 2, 2, 8. 2, 1, 2, 2, 8?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have a comment there, Ray? You have something to add? Oh, I thought I heard something. Okay. Next steps before we, no, we need to keep. Any other comments? And then we'll go to public comment and Are you doing the math for me?
Trying.
Okay. Well, I'll get there too.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Well, 228.
Mhm. And then adding up the others.
7308.
I'm putting another 22,000 under the Sustainable Seaside ask for that water. And so basically a third water station, but specifically at Capra.
So the water station is, sorry, 22,000?
Yes, oh wait, that was for two of them.
22,400 was for two.
I believe it's two for 22,000. And
Can you minimize that?
we're already over. I'm not even finished. Adding these up. Nothing. But I put 50,000 for the, well, another 25
To what?
for the barbecue. Because we already had 25 on our other list. Just that's just a thought. For Capra. We'll have to wait for someone, and plus we're going out. Well, unless we don't do the adult fitness. Mhm.
Now that's totally different.
Oh, I'm adding.
Why are you
Wrong
doing
place.
that, Joe?
250, 275, 400. So I added up all the asks. Except no cost for play structure. And I have 275, 400.
Okay, can we go down your list so
Yes,
that?
let's
thank
make
you.
sure we're on the same page. 24 for the. Oh, wait, I added that in. So and we had no questions about the homeless shower, but it's on our list. So I added that in. And we can, we can vote or not vote on that, but so I added the 24,000, the 15,000, 15,000, 22,400.
Madam Chair, you mentioned 15,000 twice.
Yes, there's the old, we don't need the old. one.
Correct. So
We don't need the Ultimeyer
No,
it's,
because it's already on our other list.
on this, wait.
Yeah, it's in there.
I see. We'll be counting it twice.
It is. It's the second one. Okay, got it. You bet.
Yeah. All right.
so the preschool mural, 15,000,
I added that. Yep,
homeless, the mobile shower, 24,000,
yep.
the, water fountain refill stations, 22,400.
Now, and is that one or two, or do we know?
It wasn't,
Two.
Okay.
So good. That's what I thought. And so I'm adding, so I have to change the water fountain here. 11.2. But okay. Getting closer. And then I did add the adult fitness course. And so the adult fitness course I added in.
152,000?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see that, that would have to change, but I put it down just to see where we were. And then 11,200 for the water fountain under Sustainable Seaside. For one at Capra Park. I put one water station at Capra, 11,200. But nothing for the others because we just don't have any numbers.
Yeah.
Under
So,
season.
correct. So under the proposed projects, I'm coming up with 202,200.
There's one more. I put plus, this is just my putting in. Since there was an ask for more than the 25,000 for Capra, I put, question mark plus 25,000 under FOSPA barbecue area.
So that would put you over
That one was a little bit.
just slightly under $15,000.
Mhm. Let's see, what do I have? 249? About 30,000 over.
Just slightly under 15,000 is what
there we go.
what you would be over.
So what's your total for the? I trust you more than my.
I'm sorry, with the additional 25,000 for Capra, it would be 227,200. 227, 200.
Yep. I got it. We're in there. It's not far off. Now, you notice that I did include in there the mobile showers. So there are things we have to vote on, that we might take off or add on. And just left in the adult fitness course as is. So we are a little over. However, I don't know. Can we just take that off the adult fitness? The extra? Just give a little less for one of them. Right? We can certainly do that because that's the biggest amount.
Yeah, that's entirely up to the commission. Commission does also have the option to review the draft list of the annual projects where we started and then take a look.
So we do need a moment to review those. But we're in there at the right amounts. If you take a minute to review, because I'm full of numbers and see if there's anything, see if there's anything you want to change before we talk for a second. Can we have a minute to look
I
at?
thought we'd vote on what is on this sheet right here, and then we'll see where we stand.
Can we just look for a minute? I appreciate your input, but I need a minute. I think we all need a minute to think about where we are and review that list, our original list, because we haven't voted on the original list. Cross off the commission parts. Cross off this.
Okay.
We were going to give the extra string.
Oh, gotcha.
Try to give it to the commission. And before we vote, we do want some public comment.
Yeah, we have public comment.
Yeah, we have some online, I think. Do we? We might. Yeah. But first discussion here.
Okay.
Just a quick discussion, not a vote yet. because we haven't had a comment. Yes.
Well, because I think because we had they tore out the play structure. I think we need to put something back there. That's my feeling. We do need to put something back there.
I agree. I don't know how to do it without a cost, except it could be adult fitness. We could just say Lincoln Park improvements, couldn't we? And have it be play structure and let the cards fall where they will. Play structure and adult, they're both in the same park.
Need to specify.
I don't think we do. That's up to staff and
We need to specify
parks.
You should,
our direction. We need to specify.
correct.
So first, so let's put, let's change that then and put an amount under adult fitness, an amount under play structure, and see if that covers it. Play structure of,
Does anybody
Do we have
know
an
how much
idea?
the play structure? Yeah,
Dan, can you, with that? 75,000.
It's all the installation and the work around that.
It's a lot, probably like 100,000.
Fernando Parks, $200,000 for 23,000.
So that is a difficult question as the play structures range from the Laguna Grande Park to Fernando Park, right? So you got a couple pieces here, you can have a big, composite structure, if you will. I would say that, standard playground is in the ballpark of 75 to 100 just for the equipment piece. For example, we put in the wood structure at Roberts Lake was 150. Right. So, it is in that ballpark there. And then you also need to think about installation and anything else, the surfacing that's not included. And so there are added costs as well. But like I mentioned with the fitness course, we are in a unique opportunity because we're already doing construction in that park. So if there is funds allocated now, we'll be able to tie it in with the construction going on, and there are going to be mobilization. So a lot of those other fees that you would include in a construction project will already be kind of absorbed with the other project that's going on. So I think we can get the number down a little bit, but it does depend. So
both parts would be easier because of the construction.
correct.
So we could go either way.
It could go either way. I think that, the fitness course in itself it could be pared down and we could see if there's other funding available for something else. You could do a little here now and have a couple pieces, and then maybe you could backfill as long as you have that footprint, as long as, we have that. The fitness course is a little unique as you don't need the surfacing with the fall heights and things like you would for a playground. And in the playground too, we already have the footprint already in there. It's in the conceptual plan. We know where it would be going. So we already have that location, and the trail is already going to have a component that's going there. So the ADA access should be taken care of with the trail piece that's going in there. So I think we will have some of those costs that will come back. So, you could in theory split it and we could be creative and figure something out. I think we can make that work potentially, and then that way, and we can kind of see, and we can, Public Works can work with FOSFA and the Parks and Rec Commission, and we can see what does best for the community and for this park.
I like your answer. I'm glad you're here tonight. Thank you.
Madam Chair, if I
Yes.
may, I have a couple questions about the draft proposal.
Okay, can we
Yes.
just do this first?
Of course.
Because otherwise we'll get confused. So maybe we can do 70,000 for the adult fitness and 70,000 for the play structure, and we'll still come in. I think that would make us right about the amount that we have, and then let the chips fall where they may, so to speak. That's just my proposal. I'm just writing it down so I remember those parts.
Gotcha.
And before you go to the other page, if there's a comment on the parks.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do. Dan, could you come back up? please?
you should never have left.
it's been a long time since I looked at playground stuff and bought it for my kids. So I'm blinded here. 75,000, is that midterm or is that bottom of the barrel? I mean, they have nothing right now. So if we put something like 25,000, 30,000, would that work? Or because the adult fitness, we have nothing. And so let's give the adults something here to wet their beaks, because our taxes are paying for this, and we need to give something back to them. That's what some residents of Seaside is saying. And so I'm not on my soapbox, but there's plenty of parks with plenty of playgrounds and everything, but let's give them something. Can we give them something lower than like 45,000 or something?
I think if we want to try and be comparable to what was in that park prior, we would need to stick close probably to that $75,000 mark. Just for example, the Fernando Park, I think that they got a grant for under $75,000, and they put in a small rock and a little swing, and it's very minimal. Right. So I think you want to give the kids something that they can actually play on, maybe to entertain themselves while their parents are doing adult fitness, and not get too bored, quickly. Yeah, it's just a basketball hoop there too. So I think it's a fine line to make sure that you have enough activities for them to stay active and, stay engaged, because you have a small piece of equipment, they're not going to be as engaged as they would with a slide and a swing set or whatnot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I just want to say about the adult fitness center, or what is
Course.
it? Adult fitness course, that I hate to compare Monterey to Seaside, but that El Estero course has been there for the last 15 years and it's rarely used. So I think we could pare down, as you said, that fitness, adult fitness course.
If I may, that adult fitness course at El Estero, like you said, is old. They have come a long way than what that one is now. So they almost have like a full where you can come up and do.
Yeah.
And that is all the rage right now for older adults. It's not like pull-ups and push-ups. They have bikes, stationary bikes and things like that you can have outside for adult fitness now, and things of that nature. It's not what you see at El Estero. Yes, no, they are, and they have certain ones too that are also for all abilities. So they're wheelchair accessible and things like that, where someone can go in there and actually get a good workout if they're in a wheelchair. So they've come a long way when it comes to that type of equipment.
And we could do part of it with a plan to do more,
next year.
if you see how it's used and see how it goes.
And that's a good point. Like, we have the footprint, so we could, put 1 or 2 pieces in potentially, and then expand on that.
For the children's part, the children's structure. Okay, so you're saying like the minimum for a child's structure would be like 75, and we're allotting 70. Would they be able to make up with a grant what we don't? Do they know to make up with a grant?
No, and that's a good point too, because there are each manufacturer, if you will. I get emails quite frequently from different playground manufacturers saying, "Hey, we have this grant available, and it is 25% matching grant." Right? So if we have funding that's already there, I know with this funding it has to be spent fairly quickly. So I can take a look and see if there's anything out there, but generally they do come few, very often. And I get, when I go to Parks and Rec conferences and things like that, I see things that come out. And so that we have the ability to leverage some grant funding for sure.
Oh,
Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, do we have anything else for Dan?
Well,
Or is
so-
that part of it?
well, what is kind of, not, well, kind of. So I'm just looking at some of these things that are on our proposed work plan, and some of them seem like they're duplicates to what's over here.
They are.
So,
They are. We were quite clear on that, like the Capra Park.
yeah,
So Capra Park, that was after the vandalism. I just threw that number out. And now Capra Park is asking or more because there's a lot on that list. So I added the 25.
I see. So you're saying it would be a total of 50?
Yep.
Okay.
For that part.
And so then what about this annual FOSPA support? What is that? Because we have other FOSPA.
That's been tradition. That's
So why,
Um,
these are both FOSPA. So
Yeah.
those are specific ones. We have, it's my understanding that NIC has given FOSPA an amount of money each year because of all they do.
oh, okay.
Just in general, buying new plants, getting some bark landscaping. There's a huge, it's such a huge group and they do so much for the parks that I think that was the understanding. That was just a given, that we give FOSPA that amount each year.
Okay, gotcha. And so then the last thing is the graffiti abatement program. We could pare that down a little bit and then give that money if we need, if we're going over. No, it's at 25. It's listed here as 25,000
Yeah.
graffiti
because-
abatement,
Oh.
25,000.
High five program, sorry, you're right. It's a little bit.
And also I said the improved Del Monte Heights neighborhood sign. So I looked at those. I don't know, maybe they're freshly painted. Cause they're painted gray and white. They don't look bad. So
That's
maybe
a
we could,
public work.
maybe we could eliminate that one. That was, I know I recommended that, but I'm saying I looked at them the other day and they look okay. I mean, good enough. Maybe we can use that 10,000 somewhere else. Is what
Okay.
I'm saying.
Okay, fine.
And I won't have any hard feelings over it.
Okay, anything else for Dan?
Okay,
He
so-
stands and
Let me just clarify what Tiffany is asking now.
that's for us, not for Dan. No.
No,
Okay, thank you
Dan.
so much. Stay close.
Stay close. So Tiff, you're asking to reduce the amount for the graffiti abatement
I think so.
because
We could use that. I mean, that's a lot of money.
you have to hire somebody. They have to take the stuff off. They have to, that's hours.
Where's the graffiti? I haven't seen any graffiti. I saw some on the Malign restaurant, but I haven't seen any else around
You have
town.
to drive.
Oh,
Well,
it's there then?
Yeah.
in the
It's there.
past, the police force used to take volunteers around. They had
It's
cans
there.
of paint. They used to just go and
It's there.
paint over the graffiti in alleys, but
It's
not
there.
out.
And so this was an ask from the police department.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so.
and the
so-
city manager.
so-
It was not that amount. We could certainly start with less.
Yeah.
I included that much because part of graffiti abatement is murals.
Murals.
Is
Yeah.
putting murals in key places, and this would allow for another mural, a beautiful mural in a place that's prone to graffiti.
Okay, well,
But that's fine.
we can
And
keep it at 25 and we can just eliminate the
Leave the
10 for
10,
the Del Monte Heights neighborhood
Okay.
sign.
Okay,
I like,
And we can use that somewhere else.
okay.
and that makes us about even Steven,
Excellent.
with everything that's on the back.
So can we just list, what was everything on the back again?
Yes.
It was
Okay,
the 24, the 15.
no, this first 15 is crossed out. Good, you got that. Yeah. The second one is in.
Second one.
The
The
mural at the preschool,
mural, school mural, the
22.
water fill stations, 22.4. Adult fitness, I propose splitting it, so 70 there. Sustainable seaside, 11,200 for one water bottle. We already have bike racks. And then play structure, Lincoln Parks, the other 70. And we gained a little bit there. And I haven't added them up yet. And then plus 25,000 for Capra Park. Got them all. And now you want to add them up?
Sure.
That would be awesome.
Love it.
And then we eliminated the 10,000 for the sign and we eliminated 70,000 on the other side.
What about,
Do you have a question?
are we just going down the list on that? What about those cutout artworks? Cutout artwork?
We had some direction that maybe that wasn't something that we needed in Seaside,
So
but still on the list. I don't want to be the one to say no.
Who said that?
So
I
I
just
have,
can't see it
I
on
have
that.
230.
I have 237.
600.
Yep, that's what I have too.
Yeah, on the, that one.
237.6.
Oh, so I thought that was gonna, the cutout artwork. Who said we didn't need that?
I was gonna ask that same question.
We had some direction from our city manager saying that was maybe a Salinas thing and not a Seaside thing.
But
But that's
still
neither
don't
here
know.
nor there. That's us.
I have to
We-
just
I'm not,
agree with them because they have humans. We can use animals, we can use dolphins, we can
Yes,
use
that's what-
seagulls. we
yeah,
can use
that's what we
all
said.
different things
Yeah.
that we can use it at and
we're known for our seahorses.
seahorses. We could do all sorts of things in working with
We're
this.
multicultural, we're
Uh,
kids.
Only thing I'll keep regurgitating on this is we need to draw people from Highway 1 into Seaside. And they're driving right by us and going to Monterey. And if you go by places that have these kind of things, it draws the people.
Monterey has.
Yeah.
Monterey has. Where?
Where?
Yeah, I thought I saw some down in Canada.
People?
Not people, but
no.
How are we gonna address these people?
I thought Monterey had
That's what
some
I'm
down.
worried about.
No.
Canada, like,
Oh. No, I don't know, but.
Okay. Before we have a vote on these, are you doing some math? Or is it-
Trying to keep up with you,
I-
Madam Chair.
I'm sorry. But we have 80,000 less on the front.
And that doesn't include adding back that 10,000.
Which,
I didn't add back that 10,000. So on this page, oops, excuse me, on this page, we had 212.28. So if we add that 10,000 back, we have
wait, what,
Three.
10,000.
two. The 10,000 from the sign, the Del Monte Heights sign.
You're adding it, you want to add it back?
Well,
Oh, add the money.
Yeah,
I
add
see.
the money to, because we're
thought you were-
removing it, so we add it to what we're not spending.
Sure, going backwards.
So that would be 222,228, right? Because we had 212,228 before.
No, it's less. 10,000. So it would be 202.
Why would we be 2,000 less?
Because
We're adding the 10,000 back to what we're not spending.
243
Minus 80.
70.
Oh, okay, you're doing it a different way.
Yeah, but it will come out the same. It'll be.
Okay.
That's three. So that's.
63,088, and then we add that to the 142.
Mm-mm. No, the 142 is gone, is
What's
gone.
this right here?
That's not. Not doing that. That's what we were doing.
Oh, so we have to deduct this amount.
So we're 336, right?
Mr. Gonzalez has it all figured out, ladies.
We're at
and gentlemen.
Not yet. I'm trying to keep up.
88, right?
I do have a question, Madam Chair, because you mentioned for the water fountains, two different numbers.
Yes.
You mentioned initially that you were going to fund only one at 11,200.
That's at Capra Park,
Okay.
specifically at Capra Park. And the other two are wherever Parks decides where to put them.
Yeah,
So
So
we have three to
you're funding three.
three.
yes. But one specifically at Capitol.
Same Seaside request.
Yes, so we had two different requests there and that would be a nice thing at Capra. If there is water there, so. Think.
All right, the math teacher do the math. 63, I have no clue what we're doing.
We are at 163 on the front. So I'm not sure what you are adding. These are government for the other commission. So we're just looking at this.
So that's what we have remaining.
70 for that. And so that's how I get the 163.37 on the front side, all this. Then the back side is a different matter. You're not doing this one.
Right, so that's.
We're not doing this one. So we subtract 80,000. So I get 163, maybe. Okay. 163.88 on the front,
And I'm coming up with 242,600.
242,600 on the other side.
Correct.
Yeah, 42. Yeah, we changed a couple of things, so that's.
I need to scrap some stuff.
Yeah. We're in there, aren't we? Close anyway. What was our? Oh, no. What was our total amount?
405,
We're up.
688 is
Right,
what I'm,
that's our total here. And what was our total allocation?
300, balance is, 385,000 plus.
15,000. Come on, you guys, let's.
At 15.
No, we're 15,000 over.
So our total allocation is or balance remaining is 385,316.
And we have
And we have. And what was our total? I've lost it again. Our total was 405. 405.
So you're over, Madam Chair, $20,372.
23,000.
20,372.
You know what, we can, this annual FOSPA support,
Mhm.
maybe we can skip that this year. So I don't remember it being an annual thing. Because we are putting more money. We're giving it to some of FOSPA's parks, so.
But that's just 5. That's
Yeah, well, it's
Um,
5,
but yeah.
and then the cutouts.
Sorry. What is our budget? Let me start with that. What is our budget? It's right.
385, 316.
385. That's good. Our budget is 385.16. I wrote over the total, so I can't. see.
Can we present to city council an amount? Because they are not going to approve everything. Just thinking that, we could be a little over, sorry, we're a little over. But let them decide.
It would be preferable if you stayed
Decide.
within your budget.
Yeah, Joan.
Okay,
Sure.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna bring up, I don't think the city council will approve the mobile shower. It doesn't fit into our criteria as an NIC. We are to do murals, we are to do this, do that, but this has nothing to do with the NIC. It really doesn't. And I see the city council, and I'm not a crystal ball, but if I was on the city council, I would say, well, what does this have to do with the NIC money? And maybe they have to go to a different route. But my feeling is after I've researched this and looked at it, it's a great program, but it's not for us. I'm sorry to say that.
I agree.
Unfortunately.
That's definitely the opinion. That's why I just left it on to see what our conversation would be. We can certainly vote both ways. Okay? And we can, that's it.
I had to read our objective admissions.
And the more you read it, the less it fits in.
Yeah, the more you read it, it doesn't even come close. I
Right.
think we should vote on that right now, then we would be within our.
We need public
limits.
comment before we vote on it.
Yeah, or.
Yeah, we need our
Anything.
public comment.
So I put it in parentheses there and that would certainly solve our issue. And do you have other comments before we open to public?
Hurts.
All right, we're going to open a public comment. First in the dais, is there any public comment? Please state your name, limit to 3 minutes.
I'm Leslie Mugan. I am the Vice Chair of the Homeless Commission, so thank you for letting us be here again. First of all, I wanted to just ask, are there published criteria that you guys have?
Yes.
There are. It would be great to know where those are, because I haven't been able to find them. They are?
Yep, under NIC.
Okay. So I thought a lot about what I wanted to say tonight, and what I wanted to say was, what I do want to say is, when I looked up mobile shower units online, I saw nothing but good things. The organizations, the cities that do this, they talk about hygiene, they talk about connections to the community, they talk about opportunity, they talk about kindness and dignity and all those wonderful things. And when I think about neighborhood improvement, those are the kinds of things that I think about. And I appreciate that you guys are looking at criteria and you're hearing from all of us. I do. I appreciate the situation you're in. But a few weeks ago, you guys passed this. And yes, there's this potential concerns about all of that with the Brown Act, but it was passed. And when I think about this world and I think about all of the negative things that we hear about, when people talk about things, that's what we remember. We remember negative things. We never remember positive things. And this is a positive thing. Everything that's online about these things, the organizations, the cities that are doing this, and it's not just small places like potentially Marina or Salinas, but Palo Alto does it. Other organizations, other cities are doing this. That was the first thing I wanted to say. The second thing I wanted to say was that this is about a pilot. This is not about something that we want to do year after year. This is about getting some money to show we can make a difference, to collect some data, and to try to go after some grants. In order to go after grants, you need to have data and information. And that's what we were looking to do. So thank you again for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Public comment?
Diane Nielsen. I have to say that one of the things that I don't know if you're going to be voting on it tonight is the cutouts. It's kind of a copycat thing that's being proposed, and it's, in my opinion, it just doesn't fit in with the city of Seaside. I would, if I were on your commission, I would vote no on that one. The other thing is, it's great that there's a mural that's going to be put on the preschool. Is it a preschool? Maybe a smaller mural could be put on there. I know you're probably going to give is it $15,000, but even that it's great that we're getting more murals, but that is not something that is important as kids being able to play on a structure or adults being able to do fitness. I mean, it's something to look at, which is beautiful. So I would consider that. And the other thing is, when we don't know exactly how much these things are going to cost, obviously, and it's kind of, it's 70,000 for this. Well, it could be 50,000. It could be, we know it's always going to be more actually, but I think we can ask the city council during their review of this at their October meeting. We can ask them if they could find the funds to supplement some of these things that you're thinking of approving. And I think that's all I had to comment on. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm just going to respond to the one thing about the murals once oh, we need Zoom. I'm just going to respond quickly to her comment. No, I have to do that after. Go ahead. So do we have public comment? I think I saw a comment on there.
Catherine Crockett, would you like to comment?
Yes, thank you. Yes, I'm with Sustainable Seaside, and I apologize. I didn't know that this second round of proposals required resubmitting what we had submitted last August, because I had submitted a PowerPoint with all the details, the pricing, the cost, and research that on these different items that came up. So I just want to comment quickly on the water bottle, the water fountain refill station. We got an estimate, and that was for Capra Park, 5,000, and then roughly 15,000 for installation. I think you're saying two for 22,000, but anyway, I just want to share that with you. The other thing, the improvements along the linear park, along Jim Moore, I think that the 4 benches were a concession, given the amount of money and time required for a full linear park improvement project. But I don't know how involved this NIC was involved. I don't know how much they were involved in getting those benches installed up here, but I think that was a fantastic idea. They showcase Seaside spectacular views, and I want to thank you for moving ahead with that. The 3 picnic the new picnic areas at Katina Park, that was an add-on to the Katina Park 2023-24 improvement project. And I was told that it would be $70,000 to install them, and that would save the city around $20,000 because it would eliminate the need to put out another bid for a future Katina Park improvement project. I think they had planned to add that picnic area in a subsequent project. So that's the background on that one. And yeah, I just want to thank you for your careful consideration of all of these projects. So many of them are really good. And thank you for considering Sustainable Seaside's proposals. And I just appreciate your work. Thank you.
Thank you. That's it. Any more public comment from the floor? Okay, so just the response about murals is once they're started. I will close public comment then before I. Public comment is closed. You guys, I'm gonna tattoo it somewhere. But just once a mural starts, of course, it might come under for that small globe. That might be a lot less than the mural in Oldemeyer Center. But once we just put that amount for every mural. Okay, here we go. We finished commenting, we finished public comment. Now we can tell us what you have in the numbers there, if you will. I have a drink.
So you were currently over $20,372. Total amount right now is $405,688.
All right. Thank you. All right, commissioners. I think, does everyone have a clear picture on where we are? So we are over. And what?
We're cutting, but now we're sliding. So.
No, we're fine. We're just over about $20,000. Okay, so take a moment to think about where we are, and if someone would like to propose a motion, I think we're ready for that.
We're not gonna do them we're not gonna do them individually, we're gonna do it as
We
is.
could do it individually. But boy,
Individually, please.
you
The
want to do it,
staff recommends that you
go down the
Um,
list.
that you review each item, determine which items you want to cut, and basically
And,
approve the list in as a whole,
all right. We shall do that.
and then just
All right, commissioners, I'm going to start on this side.
Yes, please. This side's next.
First, neighborhood cleanup days. Total cost 15,000, approve. Okay, tree giveaway these are ones we've talked a lot about. So tree giveaway program, $10,000. On a neighborhood watch program, the $10,000. Any objection to these, just let me know, and then we can.
Neighborhood watch. What do we need? What are those monies gonna be used for neighborhood watch?
Those
10 grand?
That was, we went over all that last year. What was suggested was gatherings to get people started on the program, community gatherings in each neighborhood. It might be high. We might start out lower. We certainly could. Badges, again, the magnets and stickers for people. So sign up list, sign up parties is that basically was the cost.
Okay.
Graffiti abatement, keep it as is. High five for program. We talked last time about adding to that, but we can do that next year. Annual FOSPA support,
Nay.
you want to take that off?
I say the same.
Okay, so 5,000 there, since there's a lot of support for FOSPA on here. Additional benches on general gym. That's 4 more benches.
Do we know the placement of those benches? Did you look at it today?
We chose 8 placements. So they're-
Originally?
Mhm,
Okay.
Originally, so that's all set,
Okay. Thank you.
8 or 9, but that's all ready to go. The mural for Oldmeyer Center, that was the number 2 pick. And that's by the same person who did the boat. It's an incredible
Honey.
mural. 5 additional wraps, utility box. More bike racks, city parks, 5, we have 5 bike racks. City
Bike
parks and downtown.
Bike racks, when Leslie came in here, she said that we could not use those bike racks anywhere downtown because it was,
The fancy ones, you mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think they're objects of art and you can't really see them in the parks. It would be nice if we could have it downtown somewhere. And then it was said, well, we already have some.
That's why we
I
made sure
just-
that we put parks and downtown, so we can maybe work on that,
Thank you.
because I agree. And riding around, we need more. And the pretty ones are, that's sort of in our wheelhouse. Thank you. Electronic sign we took off. Oh, there we are. Okay, neighborhood sign we took off already. Anyone have any thoughts on that? No, we're good. Landscape improvement for less maintenance by the seaside sign. Free flags for decoration during the holiday.
Now, can we go back to the seaside sign?
Seaside sign, yeah, for landscaping.
Yeah. I thought that was a much higher number. I
No,
don't know.
no,
don't
that's
know.
what we always talked about, did you need that more since you took 5,000 for FOSPA is gone, maybe
Yeah, because
for complete
it's not
landscaping?
just, it's not, since Public Works is unable to maintain it, it's not, and we want to change the landscaping a little bit, so it's easy to be maintained by itself, and it's not sustainable right now.
So you want the
15,
for the
please.
15?
Make it
Okay.
15? Okay with that?
Yeah, okay.
I am too. It's a spot that needs improvement.
So important.
Okay, so Okay,
Good call, Ramona.
then the free flags,
Okay, so,
yes.
um, I don't know about the free flags. I kind of would like to strike that.
I'll
I
jump
second.
on that.
I'll jump on that too.
Okay,
We're okay with that?
Yeah.
Thank
I'll
you.
disagree with that. It's on record. We are, the vets that live in this town,
Right.
made this town from Fort Ord. This is why Seaside's here, is because of the vets.
Right.
from Fort Ord.
No,
And I have a
that's
flag
not
in
And
front of
we
my house.
can't give people that can't afford a flag,
Yeah.
that we cannot distribute. You're saying we can't cough up $8,000, but we can spend $8,000 on benches out of the gyms.
That's something American
just
Legion can
saying.
do.
Well.
That is-
We deserve to help people fly our flag in this city more than anything else.
Okay, I will take my vote back because my dad is military. So is my husband.
Isn't because we're military, it's what is owned to these
God.
vets that lived here and stayed here.
I just don't see that we need to give them a flag. I think if they really are, if it's really important to them about flying a flag, they'll spend the $15 or $20 to buy a flag. I don't feel like that's part of neighborhood improvement.
Sure, these
No,
same
it is.
people.
Okay, wait,
these same-
guys, we're not going to discuss like this. Hang on,
No,
one at a
no.
time, please.
This is what.
One at a time, please.
But people can't afford
Okay,
bread,
finish up.
milk, and they can't afford these things, but at least we can give them a flag to be proud of where we live.
Okay,
Also-
and wait, one at a time, please. Thanks, Shonda. Go ahead.
Also, this does fall into our purview, Tiffany.
Where, under which part? That's my question. I don't
It's
see.
part of flying, encouraging the flying of the flag during holidays and Veterans Day and Memorial Day. We should be encouraging our
You're right.
neighbors, so we should be doing that.
But it doesn't matter how large the flag is. You can just get a small flag too. You don't need to have this
Right.
huge flag. You can just have a little one that just sticks in your garden like
Right.
this
Can we
size. And
compromise and do
$100.
half the amount here and
Not
do
everyone
smaller
wants to
flags?
Fly a 6x8.
Well,
I say 1,000. If we're gonna compromise, I say, let's just give 1,000. They can buy the little flags and that's
and
raising
let's
the flag.
We can
and
do
see how the
100.
giveaway
We could
goes.
do 100 flags.
Okay,
Set the
um,
number, you mean?
we
I don't
have,
know how much they are.
let's put, yeah, we found, they're
But
$40
that's
a
the big one.
piece. Okay, guys, we're not gonna spend all night
Hold
on
on,
this one.
Joan, hold on.
We're,
Hold on a second. Yeah, we need to settle on, because this is what we're doing.
can we come back to it? We're gonna go, let's go down the list. Everyone think about it for a moment and we'll come back to this item. Okay? Thank you. Because we could do this back and forth for a long time and I don't
We
think
just need to
we'll
settle.
do it. We'll do it in just a minute. We'll go down the list and come back to it. Okay? I'm gonna insist on that one because once we get this kind of argument, we just need to pause for a moment. Okay. Thanks for your input and we'll come back to it. So Capra Park, we already discussed both parts of that a lot. Are we good with that still? And the cutaways, we're going to stay with the cutaways? Or do we have, is that another one we need to vote on? I think we're going to vote on both of these after the cutaways and the flags. So we're going to circle back around and actually vote on those two. If that's okay with everyone?
Yes, please.
Is that okay to just come around and vote on it? Then on the backside, homeless commission, mobile shower. So these we might have to spend more time on and actually vote. I think maybe that we can vote instead of having a long discussion. Some input? Just vote, just keep it on or keep it off.
Yes, I think we decided we were taking it off, so.
I think we're pretty decided
we gotta
on the
vote to take it.
homeless.
Yeah.
Is anyone object to taking it off besides me? You're okay then? All right. Because that's most people. Then down to the mural at the preschool, is that in or out?
I'm good with that.
In. Okay. And then the water refills, two of them in, and she discussed the price, but I think we'll go with Parks and Rec price there. It should cover them. So that's in.
Yeah.
And then 70,000 for the adult fitness course to get started on it.
Yeah.
Okay, and then, um, and then for, I think we're just going to keep it at that water bottle for Sustainable Seaside. The picnic areas will, at Cotino Park, we're going to pick up at another time. Is that good?
I agree.
Okay. FOSPA, oh, the play structure, 70,000. And then 25,000 for that extra part for the extra at Capra Park for the barbecue. Okay. Now, can we go back?
I'm sorry, the play structure, is that, did you note that?
The play structure at Lincoln Cunningham, 70,
75,
just 70. We
Oh,
put.
70.
So with the we could come out even.
and the adult fitness?
Adult is 70
Okay.
also. Okay, now. Can we just do a thumbs up flags as they are? Thumbs up. You want to keep it on?
Yes.
Keep it on? No? Keep it on? Yes?
I say we just do a partial amount.
Okay, 4,000 maybe, half of it or something, or 1,000. And
Compromise,
Ramona?
compromise.
A good compromise.
Okay, so want 4,000?
Sure,
Sure.
I'll go with that.
Excellent. It's a teacher trick. You just put it off for a little bit and everyone knows what they want. And then the cutaways. Ramona, start at your end. Cutaways, keep it in,
Cut it out.
cut it out. Shonda,
As much as I really don't want to, we can figure out something else.
you
It
want to cut
hurts
it?
me.
Yeah, you want to cut them out?
Yeah,
Okay,
it hurts me.
Tiffany?
As much as I would like to be supportive to Ray's idea, I'd say cut him out too.
Okay, and Ray, I know where you stand. And I'm on the cut it out. So we're cutting out the artwork for this year.
It hurts.
Okay, got some math to do.
Mhm.
Poor math. I'm running out of room.
That's 19,000 back in. Right? Four from the 8
Yep,
and then 15,
19,000.
that's 19.
Mhm.
We didn't count.
And the FOSPA, we took out the FOSPA.
Oh, we took out the FOSPA and the 5. We did. We took out the shower.
Which is all we can leave the FOSPA in if you want, because
Well, why don't we add that 5,000 to the playground instruction, do the 75 there? Because he did say 75.
Yeah.
We do that?
Okay, I'm just gonna add
that. So that. So it's 24,000 we took away. With what we took away, we could add back the showers. And let city council decide. Oh.
Madam Chair, 2 water stations, correct? Not 3, just
No,
2.
3,
3, okay.
the one under Capra. Yep, 3.
I'm way under.
$28,600 on the back. Oh, it kind of did, but I don't trust it. Wait. They're doing.
Kennedy for Mr. Gonzalez to add.
I got 327,688.
I couldn't remember the water bottles.
I subtracted that.
How are you?
So, well, I've read the numbers twice.
Okay.
So for the original list,
Mhm.
the annual projects and the 24-25 projects, my total is 119,088.
119.
119,088.
Okay, pretty darn close. I'll take yours. That's the front. That's the front.
Mhm.
So that's 118,228, and on the back, I have 218,600.
I came up with 213,600.
So I'll trust yours, even though I'm
I
Well,
got 13,600.
Okay,
I add then subtract.
so that
Total is
totals to what, 332,688?
so now we're under.
Yep.
We'd like to add. There was some mention of adding to the Cunningham Park.
So that leaves 52,628.
Which could certainly be that pilot program. That feels like an improvement to me, but that's, my opinion.
Well, I mean, we could just see what the council says, but I don't.
That's my point, is that if we put it to the council, then they're deciding.
But it's an appearance on us too, that we don't know our.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we need to go all the way up to our budget.
We need to follow
Yeah.
the guidelines that have
Otherwise,
been given
we
to
won't
us.
get, yeah, totally.
Maybe there's ways we can, through grants, et cetera, that can be done. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a tough decision, but not a friendly decision.
No.
I propose we give the rest of the money to Cunningham Park. So they can do their whole 152 or close to it.
That's one choice. That's a great choice. And the other choice would be to support that the 3 picnic areas at Kutina Park, because that's still I think that's still out there in the works.
That she said that was 70,000.
Right,
I'd
but
like
that way it could be 2 park benches. It could be part of it.
How about 25 to Capra and 25 to Lincoln Cunningham?
More to
The-
Capra? No. You mean Cutino you mean more to Capra?
Because I'm thinking that barbecues and putting the DG in, there's a whole,
It's more than 50.
yeah, and I think then we can then more money could go to
More money. for the
Lincoln
board.
Cunningham for that Keep forgetting the name of it. What is it? Yeah, that fitness center.
So 25 for each of those, Capra and Lincoln Cunningham.
That's my proposal.
That's your proposal?
I'd be okay with that.
Me too, because it's in the works.
So what are
So
you
we're-
guys proposing?
To split that 50,000, 25 extra to Capra Park, that barbecue thing at the bottom. It's the simplest, is to put it there. And then the other 50,000 to Lincoln Cunningham, whether it's adult fitness. I mean, 25
Or the play structure.
or the play structure, either one. Probably adult fitness for that one.
He might get some brands.
Yeah, they're,
You know how hard it is to get.
yeah, I do.
No, I'm just saying that the work it involves.
Oh, I know.
So 90.
Did you get that?
So 95,000 total for the,
So are you dividing the balance equally?
Okay,
Yeah, that's my question. Is that what?
so 25 went to Capra. Oh, I see. Are there a
27.
couple of, I didn't write what it was, 50,000
divided by 2.
It's 52,628,
$26,164 a piece,
26,314.
Yeah,
314.
yes, just divide them equally and then we're
Yeah,
coming
divide
in
them
even.
equally. So that's 6,314. So that would be 96,314 now.
What was the second, the other amount is the Capra Park barbecue area?
Yes.
Wow. Roll back again.
Got your numbers?
Well, we took the balance, we split it 52,628, and that brings us to the 385, 360.
So we're good. So we need to vote. Do I have
Hold
any
on,
more
let's-
discussion on this? We've got the numbers. And we're in there. I would love a motion now. I don't think we need any more discussion because we decided on those.
You ready, Shonda? No. I'm still doing math.
Yeah, Mr. Gonzalez wrong. We don't need to.
Hey,
But okay. Wait before you. Yeah, while she does her math, take a little breath break. Pause for a moment. Okay. We'll just wait for Tiffany. And then make a motion. And then on the agenda. She was here. Now you're gone. She'll be back. There you. All right, we are ready for a motion. Now.
Okay, I motion that we approve the
The budget as
The
we
budget.
make the changes in. We don't need to go over. it.
Yep.
No, we do need to go over everyone, don't we?
okay.
No?
No?
we went over it
don't.
already. Just go on.
We, any more questions?
No,
No, we've done the questions. Yeah, we're good.
good.
So we don't have to go over every item.
No, we've already
Good,
done it.
as changed.
Okay, so I motion that we approve the budget as changed, as agreed upon.
The proposed budget.
The
for city
proposed
council.
budget for city council. Annual. That,
We're living-
I motion that we approve the annual budget as discussed tonight. Is that good enough?
Yeah. Okay, and a second?
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
All those
opposed?
say all those in favor.
We did. And there were, everyone said aye, so.
Okay.
All those, there's no other opposed. But I got it in there.
Okay, good.
Okay. Any reports from commissioners? I need a quick report. Do you have a report?
No.
A quick report about Saturday?
Oh.
Oh, it's, we have the biannual
Yes.
dumpster Seaside Cleanup on Saturday, the 28th from 8:30 to noon.
Thank you, and hopefully we'll all be there.
Name the areas, of the areas
Yeah, everybody has their areas. That would be hoping for the.
for the public.
I don't.
Go ahead and name them. I don't remember. I mean, I've got them on last year's. Is it this?
Yeah, it's on the website. It's in the Seaside that just came out today, the Seaside schedule that has been emailed to everyone. There are flyers in City Hall. And it's at Mouse Market, Ord Terrace School,
Highland and Otis.
Highland Otis, and
Pachetti Dark Park?
Pachetti
Dog
Dog Park. Yep,
Yep.
there we go.
There we go.
Got it.
Got it.
And reports from staff.
No reports to staff.
Thank you. And next regularly scheduled meeting is October 1st
Next week.
at 5 p.m. Thank you all. And
Thank you.
meeting is adjourned. All in favor of that?
Aye.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you so much for getting the minutes and getting it all done for us. Really appreciate it.